So there we have it. This is going to be carnage. We're jumping into Spa Daily Race B, and PD, Polyphony Digital, have given us dynamic sort of weather for Daily Race B. This is groundbreaking. This is a huge step. We jump into the warm-up, which is crucial, and you can see the tyres that people are on at the moment, hard, but the window wipers are going, so we know that there is going to be some water on the track. Now we make the decision to go onto the intermediate tyres. Has everybody else done so? No, they haven't. There's a mixture of hard tyre runners and intermediates, which is going to be chaotic. Now, I think at this point I've gone for the high IQ strategy, that I've been smart. Me and a few others have noticed the conditions are wet and we're going to absolutely sail through this race. But you saw from the intro, it's not going to be quite as smooth as that. Now, Daily Race B is Group 4, round Spa. It's 4 laps. 5 laps would have been better, but hey, they've given us weather, so let's just run with that. But yeah, this is a big moment. This is something that's not really been seen before, giving us this sort of dynamic weather. When I say sort of dynamic weather, the weather doesn't really move. It stays the way it is and doesn't really, well, it doesn't move at all during the race. So as you can see here, you can see from the little gripometer down the left hand side that we've got a little bit of water on the surface at this section of the track. Not a huge amount. So at the moment I'm beginning to think maybe intermediates might not be the right decision. However, we're going to just be stuck with the tyres we've chosen. So we are where we are, and there is a bit of surface water, so I'm hoping there's more water elsewhere on the track and that it builds up and gets wetter and wetter. However, you can see here we are losing we're losing the cars in front, and the track is completely dry at this sector. Although the window wipers are still moving, you can see the grip. There's absolutely no water in terms of grip, so I'm now in trouble. We're going to brake a little bit tentatively here. The intermediate tyres not the best here, and we've got a car right on our tail, so we're holding somebody up and we're losing the cars in front. So at this stage it looks like I've made a horrendous decision in terms of tyre choice, because there is plenty of grip and the track is dry as a bone round here. So this doesn't look great from my perspective. We've got the yellow flags out, which means somebody has had a little bit of an incident up ahead. Are we going to pick up a free position? Because we need all the freebies we can get at this point. And you can see somebody having a little spot of bother over on the right hand side here and ghosting out. We're going to take that position, and we almost take out the Mustang behind us. I didn't even realise they were there. Should have been checking my radar far more carefully than I was. However, we are now in P15 and we are losing the group ahead, so this is not good at all. So coming up to the final sector of Spa, when we can complete the first lap, and we notice the track starting to look a little bit wetter in this section. Look at the grip down in the left hand corner there. There is something going on with it. Is this going to be the chaos we require as we take avoiding action on the Toyota there, and we run wide? We're going to just have to suck it up and try and hold on now as we enter into the final braking zone, and we pick up a half-second penalty. But there's chaos. We just about hold it on the track. The car on the right hand side just turning in as if it wasn't there, and there's cars starting to spin out everywhere, and that is because look at the grip now. In this sector we've got pretty wet conditions, and up to turn 1, which is chaos, and we're just about going to get it stopped with the use of a Ferrari. So apologies to Gary the African, if you are watching there, I apologise. Thankfully it didn't cost you the position to me. As you can see, he remained ahead of me, so huge apologies there, but it was really just one of those things where the conditions were so unpredictable that there was no way of stopping. Now we've picked up a 2.5, well, we've got a 2-second penalty added to the half-second we already had. So I have been punished quite, firmly for my, for using Gary the African as a brake. So yeah, that's all well and good. We're going to serve our punishment, so I don't feel as bad. And we are in P15. We couldn't really be any further back in terms of position. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, off the track we just about go there, but we just about hang on because these intermediate tyres do not like the dry sector of the track, which is basically most of it at this point. However, the pack hasn't got away from us, and that is because that last sector of the track is absolutely treacherous. So I'm just now trying to hang on to the pack and see what carnage unfolds every time we get to this last sector, because that is going to be our only, our major hope for success in this race. And it's looking highly unlikely with a 2.5 second penalty and 14 cars in front of us. It's not looking great, and the one remaining car that's behind us is about to go past us, leaving us now absolutely dead last, and we're only going to have another 2 laps to go after this. So it looks as if the dream is over for me in terms of glory, and that I've made the wrong choice. Or have I? Because once again we're going to get round to the final sector of the track, albeit I'm going to serve a 2.5 second penalty. So I'm just going to watch the field absolutely run away from me. Almost Gary the African serving a 1 second penalty. He doesn't quite run away from me as far as the rest. However, quick check of the map and you can see, yep, there is a lack of grip for those on the hard tyres into this final sector. So we're going to come up to the braking zone. They are miles ahead of me at this point, but there's one car who's lost it, and we're going to manage to get the car stopped actually not too badly. And we've got another car having a little bit of an issue here, and we've caught back up quite nicely onto a few cars, but we're still P15. We've still got absolutely no chance of a result, or have we? So into the braking zone again. Now the yellow flags were out there, and there was pretty much nothing I could do to avoid overtaking a car, and there we go, a 3-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. The most stupid penalty Gran Turismo has introduced. I had absolutely no way of not overtaking a car which basically came to a stop on a straight, and I'm punished with, well, a penalty that's more harsh than if you actually take someone out and ram them off the track. But yeah, that's just the Gran Turismo 7 penalty system for you. Just ridiculous. So into the braking zone we go again. We're actually now up to P10 in amongst that rant about the penalty system, and look at the pack of cars ahead of us. That final sector is causing absolute chaos for everyone who's not on the intermediate tyres. Now we're going to an ambitious move up the inside here. We're actually trying to back out of that there, but we're stuck to the car inside, but we eventually managed to let him go. And the car coming up the inside of us, we just have to back out a little bit there. He then puts on his hazard lights as if to apologise. I'm not really sure what he's apologising for, because he did nothing wrong. He just went up the inside, and then he kind of slows down in the middle of an apex and then pulls over and lets me past. So thank you. I don't really know what that was or what that was for, but well, we pick up the position. So we're back up to P11, and we have a 3-second penalty to serve. So we'll probably be back down to last place, and we'll only have 1 lap left after this. But we wouldn't have made this a video if it was just going to be as straightforward as that, would we have? Oh no, we have still got massive drama ahead. But first, we're going to serve our penalty, the 3-second penalty for the heinous crime of overtaking under a yellow flag condition, which was completely unavoidable. And there we go, somebody just absolutely spinning out, crashing, and you'll probably rage quit. So we've got, yep, there's the rage quit. So here we go, yellow flags again. We're definitely not overtaking anybody, 100% not doing that. Into the braking zone, there's 1 car dead. And are we going to get any more? We're just about getting it stopped here. You can see our intermediate tyres helping us out here round this final corner. We just get up the inside, so we've got another position. We're up to P10 again, miraculously. And this bit of the track is getting wetter every time we come round. So we're going to brake nice and early, and we're going to watch Gary the African slide out to his death, and we're going to get round turn 1, and we're up to P7. Now, we've still got yellow flags out, and there is Gypsy King, he's dead, and that is us up to P6. So you can see the rest of the cars in front. We can actually still see P1, he's only 5 seconds up the road, and we're going to have more chaos here as we're going to have to take avoiding action, pick up another spot. Are we going to get another spot? Yes, we are. So we're now up to P4. This is incredible. We've served almost 6 seconds worth of penalties in this race. We've been dead last a couple of times, and now we're on course for the fastest lap, and we're in P4 with, well, 2/3 of the lap remaining. And we can see P1 just up ahead. So I'm actually thinking at this point, can we win this? This would be one of the all-time great victories of my Gran Turismo career. And we're going to come round the right hander here, and this is a point though, our intermediate tyres, they do not like this section of the track, they really don't. And we've got P5 right on our tail, he's desperate to get back past me, and is he going to make a move up the inside? I'm hoping he's not going to, because we don't want to be on the outside of this corner. He is going to, and he hits me, he goes up the inside and hits me, so it's the worst outcome there. Thankfully we stay on the track, and he drives past us as if he didn't hit me, but there we go. I'm not going to get too into it. I mean, I have hit a couple of people in this race as well, so yeah, we won't mention too much about that anyway. So P5 now, it's not looking likely that we can get the win, especially as we're just about hanging on to the track, and we've got P6 right on our tail. So yeah, we're coming into this final sector though. This is the sector that is killing everyone. So look at that grip, it is nice and wet through this sector, and we've got a couple of cars behind us, but what tyres are they on? Probably intermediates if they've managed to catch up. But look up ahead now, we've got 3 of them battling in to the left hander. How many will survive? We get past one of them, we're off the track, we get a little nudge, and we're into the wall. We are going to just battle to keep the steering wheel straight and keep the car moving forward, and we've somehow managed to do that. We're up to P6. We're actually going to try and make a absolute send up the inside of the final corner, and we're back up to P4, and that's, well, that is the culmination of absolute chaos. Congratulations to Polyphony for setting up this race, because it has given us something completely different. I just want to look at that though. That was the penalty that we got for overtaking under yellow flag conditions. Somebody out there tell me how I was meant to avoid that without just stopping on the track. This was me getting sent into the wall. Really unavoidable. I'm not going to blame anybody for that, but we did manage to keep it pointing forward and did pick up a couple of positions. This guy though must have thought all his Christmases had come at once, as everybody just disappears in front of him, and then he touches the brakes. Then he realises why racing hard tyres do not work. But absolute kudos to this guy for maintaining the composure to get round the corner here, and watch how this finish speaks for itself. A 360, no scope, over the line, absolutely accidental, and yeah, that was the coup de grace to finish that race. Now, it was absolutely chaos. These wet races won't be everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, they did give us something different this week, so fair play for trying. Feel free, Polyphony, to experiment more with this type of thing in the future. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the race, if you enjoyed the channel, please like the video, subscribe, and yeah, help us grow, and it would be very much appreciated. So until the next one, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.